Good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers, licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And a wonderful one, as I always, and I do mean always, say. And tonight we're going to continue our series on building that friendship inside of marriage and looking at one thing that possibly really stands in the way.
Okay.
Stay tuned, we'll talk about it. Recently, I did the workshop at Waymaker. We talked about that, I think, last week on our channel as well.
I think so.
And about the importance of building this friendship inside of marriage. And
yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, and you brought up how it takes how much time to build a relationship?
5.5 hours a week.
5.5 hours, the magic 5.5 hours a week. We have a video about that. Make sure that you watch it.
Yeah, 20 to 25 minutes a day, just sitting down and talking to your spouse and
there you go.
Letting them know what's going on and listening.
And then the planned times and then the spontaneous times, and
Right.
needs to equal at least 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
And there so many things in life just cry loudly is that the marriage gets put on the back burner or taken off the stove. But what if one of those things that really stands in the way is your job?
Oh, and that happens so much.
It does.
I mean, there are times when I'm guilty of this at times. I'll get home from work and I still am doing something with a client, or I'm working on some other project, and instead of taking that 20 or 25 minutes to sit down with Lisa, I might go straight to the office and work on the things. And it's not good to do that because you're making the other person think that they're not important.
It is. So sometimes the job is so, I don't know what the word is.
Overbearing.
Overbearing that I have recommended to people that they get a new job.
Oh,
The first time this happened, I was working in the hospital at Virginia Baptist Hospital on inpatient psychiatry. This lady was admitted, very depressed. Her husband came to be part of the therapy. And was very, very helpful. And I met with him a couple of times, and I found out that one of them worked day shift, one of them worked evening shift.
So they never saw each other.
And one worked every other weekend.
Oh.
So yeah, they almost never saw one another.
Okay.
And I said to them, look, I don't pretend to know all the challenges of your financial situation or all the intricacies of this.
Right.
And I don't know what will happen if one of you quits your job.
Right.
But I do know what will happen if one of you doesn't.
That's right.
Because there's no way that they could possibly have a relationship together.
No, I mean, it's impossible to get those minutes in during the day, even if you're on the phone with one another.
Yeah, cell phones can be helpful, but you've got to log that time. And I would say another example I had was probably about 3 years ago. Had a couple who was really, I think, very committed to their relationship.
Right.
And this particular guy, this is about 3 years or so ago, would work 10-hour days.
Okay.
Travel almost an hour one way, almost an hour home.
Wow.
So that he could have every other Friday off.
Okay.
And how much time can you have debriefing your day? How much time can you spend with your spouse every evening when you're working 10 hours and traveling for another 2? Yeah,
no, that's just not going to happen.
No, it really wasn't. So we were talking one day, and I just brought this up, and I said, have you ever thought about maybe doing your job differently?
Okay.
And he said, yeah, I actually have, but just never did it. But he said, I'm willing. And so what he did was he went in, made the necessary changes at his work, and started working regular 8-hour days, 5 days a week.
Okay. So he lost that Friday off, but he had that extra time in the evening to spend building that friendship and relationship.
And it changed the relationship instantly.
Yeah.
So you lost 2 days a month.
Right.
Having these Fridays off. But what you gained was you gained every evening with your spouse. So it created this margin where they could build this relationship, and it changed the relationship instantly.
Yeah. So the 5.5 hours a week is really important.
It is.
But having that time each and every day I guess it's okay if something happens and you miss a day, but you make it up.
Yeah.
Because things happen. Things happen in life.
So sometimes you make little tweaks, and we talk about the little tweaks all the time.
Right.
But sometimes
you've got to do big.
You've got to go big.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Yeah. If you liked our content, would you do two things? One, you go ahead and subscribe to our channel, but also leave some comments down below about some changes that you have had to make in order to be able to preserve your relationship or make it go forward.
Yeah, we love the comments. So put those down below. Also, ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming episodes.
Make sure to like it too.
Yeah, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody.
Until next time.